only on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Ali LaForce covering us courtside. Looking now at some numbers for Keontae George.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
The starters for Utah. Walker Kessler out there with Jackson. Then there's George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2. And for Seattle, they've got Aaron Nesmith. Drew Holiday out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Makovic in at the 5 spot. All right, Tim, we're in the earlier portion of an NBA season. As a player, was this part easier, harder, or about the same as down the stretch?
No, B.A., I think it was a little easier early in the season because your body felt fresh. There was an adrenaline and a newness to the season. Often later in the year, you get much more worn down physically.
And if you're in contention, the pressure and the stress picks up as well.
No doubt, particularly coming out of those dog days, the dead of winter.
Pass to Makovic. The rebound by Markkanen. Now here's George. Nesmith covering. Now here's Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. He's covered by LaVine. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. And out of bounds. Seattle will have it. And we're about a minute into the first. To the left wing. Here's Makovic. 9 points in his last outing. And he gets it to go. And here's George. Pass to Kessler. Back to George. From deep. Kuminga pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And here's LaVine. There's a screen by Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Jazz. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
The crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player. So it definitely runs in the family.
Here's George. Following the bucket by Seattle. Over Holiday. That's short off the rim.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Seattle move the ball around. Kuminga with a screen on Markkanen. Here's Nesmith. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Hits both from the stripe.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Mikhailuk. Jacks up a 3. And it's Makovic with a rebound. And LaVine has got the ball here for Seattle. Jackson with the defensive effort. Utah has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. George outside. And he lobs it up top. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Kuminga. The rebound by the Jazz. And this matchup with Seattle, it's their first meeting of the season.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Now here's George. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Here's Holiday, 15 in his last outing. And again, it's Seattle missing. George passes to Mikhailuk. High post Kessler. Here's Mikhailuk. Neesmith covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Jackson with the 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Seattle shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Neesmith with it. Markkanen's there. Neesmith's shot is off. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Here's George. They grab their own miss. It's Mikhailuk on the wing. Beyond the arc. And it's Markovic with a rebound.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
There's the triple. Pure from three-point range. Markovic has got 5 now.
Yeah, and this coaching staff likes to see that. Jonathan Kuminga keeping others involved.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Seattle leading by 3. Here's Markovic. Outside for Levine. Yep, that one goes.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Now here's Holiday. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. And George with some nice D.
Now, he was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And the basket by Mikhailuk.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Here's Holiday. Pass to Markovic. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 7. Jazz trail by 3. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Robert Williams checked in for Seattle. Mitchell comes in for Drew Holiday. Then for Utah, Sensabaugh comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. Seattle on D. Pass to Collier. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Seattle. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper-aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Williams from long range. Seattle pulls it in.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Thompson passes to Mitchell. Back to Thompson. And the layup falls. Now it's a 5-point Seattle lead.
Man, that is just determination inside by Thompson.
Conchar outside. Utah with another miss. For Seattle, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Thompson outside. Out to the right wing. Kuminga down low, working on Williams. They get it back. Williams' shot is good. And Seattle leads by 7.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
And so Thompson will bring it up for Seattle. And here's Kuminga for 3. The offensive rebound. Mitchell finds Williams. Stolen. Here's Sensabaugh. He also had a big impact in that win against the 76ers. And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul. And Utah has possession. 7-point differential. Ooh, Williams with the block.
They're amped up on D, contesting everything.
Kuminga's shot is off.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Pass to Collier. They still need this. The shot that time not on target. Excellent D there from Kuminga.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Thompson outside. Sinks the tray. Thompson's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Check it out, the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been scorching the nets from range the last 10 games.
Number 1, you have to have good shooters. Number 2, you have to take good shots. This team is both talented and disciplined.
Down low, looking to end the run, and the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
Pass to Williams. And stolen by Williams. Oh, from deep. Conchar can't hit. Seattle leading by 8. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. And when you think of the league's point of attack pest, Davion Mitchell earns his keep defensively, Lex.
Well, we've all taken notice of that on-the-ball defense. He is one of the best in the league at that, but he is starting to find his scoring prowess in this league as well as he continues to improve his efficiency.
Great defender. And again, it's Seattle missing. Jazz trail by 8. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Count it. Good. Jackson's got 6.
Yeah, that's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
Outside Kuminga. 1:36 left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, there was a little bit of a learning curve for Jonathan Kuminga coming into this league. The athleticism was always there, and now his skills have come a long way.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good for Kuminga. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. Jackson outside. Conchar outside. There's the three. Seattle pulls it in. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And that one good. He has 7.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Here's Sensabaugh. No points yet. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Conchar. Again, Utah good for 2. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Seattle. They're leading by 8. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
There obviously was a breakdown of the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
Pass to Williams. Puts up a 3. And it's Thomas with the rebound. In traffic. My goodness. The first quarter concludes and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Seattle out in front, leading by 10. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on Seattle so far?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
They needed a jolt from that second unit, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's Mitchell. Zach LaVine out there with Mitchell. Then there's Robert Williams. Then it's Nesmith, and it's Makovich in at the 4. And Nesmith gets it to go.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And for Utah, Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Collier is out there with Keontae George, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, a small forward.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And Utah has possession. Down by 12. 6 to shoot. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Markkanen. Pass to Sensabaugh. Fires for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. Kessler's got 6.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. We've got Zach LaVine. He's out there with Davion Mitchell. Robert Williams out there with Nesmith. And it's Makovich in at power forward.
And with how well LaVine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
And for the Jazz, Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. George out there with Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 spot.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Collier. He's covered by LaVine. In transition. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, BA. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Ryan, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Holiday's checked in for Seattle. Mikhailuk's checked in for Utah. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Now here's George. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Markkanen, the pass to Mikhailuk. Off target with the three. Seattle leading by 13. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Kessler up top. Pass to Mikhailuk. Fires from the line. Utah with another miss.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Here's Levine. Clock at 6. Kessler with a rebound. Jazz trail by 15. Throws it up high and stolen by Williams. And here they come. Here's Levine. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Keontae George.
Levine's gotten better and better at drawing contact and getting to the line. He had to work at it as a young player, but that work has paid off.
That free throw good from Levine. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, BA. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Both free throws good from Levine.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
Now here's George. He's scoreless. To the paint. They need this. Oh, look at the fin with the finish. Lauri Markkanen.
And this is inexcusable. The defense must force Markkanen further away from the rim.
Now here's Levine. He's got 10. There's Nesmith with the three. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. Nesmith's got 9.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Markkanen outside. Lets the three fly. Seattle pulls it in. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Mikhailuk. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Holiday against George. The shot by Holiday, no good. Jazz trail by 16.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
To the inside. Here's Mikhailuk.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team.
Levine can't hit. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Mikhailuk attacks. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Williams.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Here's Levine. Oh! Wow!
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Jazz trail by 18. Here's Collier. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Zach LaVine.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
LaVine, good.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Jazz trail by 19. Here's Collier. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Kessler finds Markkanen. Kessler a screen. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Holiday. Nesmith on the wing. George defending. Outside Holiday. This one for 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up to the rim. Holiday with the ball. Started now by George.
On top of the speed and power, Holiday makes good decisions. Right there, not forcing anything.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Seattle making some changes. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Matkovic. Thompson comes in for Nesmith. And Cam Thomas subbed in for Zach LaVine. Then for Utah, Jackson, he's checked in for Kessler. Williams comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Conchar in for Mikhailuk. Now here's George. No made baskets yet. Three-pointer. Thompson pulls it in.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
Here's Holiday. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
In the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
For 3, George. Seattle pulls it in. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Thompson. Conchar covers. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Seattle on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. Thomas, right side. Pass to Williams. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Sensabaugh is checked in for George. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Jazz trail by 21. Pass to Williams. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Over to the left wing. Back to Holiday. Now here's Thomas. for three. Knocks it down from distance. Thomas has got 5 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, Thomas is aggressive and confident.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
14 foul.
Seattle on D. Here's Sensabaugh. Still no points. Jackson with a screen on Kuminga. Williams from long range. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Thompson. 7 points in the game. Williams looking around. Pass to Holiday. The three is up. Utah with the rebound.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Tries the spin move. For three. Sensabaugh, no good.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Yeah, it's always a good sign when Thomas is creating for his teammates.
Jazz trail by 21. Here's Collier. On the wing, Conchar. Jackson with a screen on Kuminga. Williams from long range. To get it again. Here's Sensabaugh. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
And Seattle calls time here. Making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And here's a view of the top shot blockers in the association. Well, you look at Kessler. Such great timing and instincts. He's the best shot blocker in the league right now. And, of course, Robert Williams.
They're premier shot blockers, and they do it with instincts as much as length and athleticism.
Now Mitchell, coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City. 14 feet away, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Thomas has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, for Cam Thomas, the mid-range is almost an extension of the layup.
Outside Mitchell. High arcing shot.
First personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Davion Mitchell taking 2 shots.
That free throw is good for Mitchell. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
They set the pick. We've got 1:28 left in the second. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 8.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
On the wing, Thompson. The three. Utah with the rebound. Fast break, Utah. And Williams punches it home.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
It's Thomas on the wing. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Sensabaugh. Thomas defends. Yes, it's good. Sensabaugh's gotten 4 this quarter.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Kuminga. There's 25 seconds left in the second period. And again, it's Seattle missing.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Thomas defends. Here's Collier. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Seattle in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
It usually takes some time for rookies to adjust, I'm telling you, man. But this group is playing like they've already been here for a while.
Preparation, Kenny. These guys got some good coaching before they arrived.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for Seattle.
Big difference. They're getting to the line. Lots of their points come from free throws. Now, you always love to put the other team in foul trouble.
It's just been a mismatch so far. We'll see if that keeps up. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.